let's just get the ball rolling straight away.
You're leading this shit show, dude.
Right, straight off. I'm Letofski. I ran a charity event with my friend Joel here, GenerOZity.
People at the back.
So I'm Pez. I run a podcast called You Game Bro, and I did a 72-hour live charity event for a group called the Raw Toast. Hard times, buddy.
It's cool.
We've already introduced
skipping me? Just gives you straight.
So Lito and I...
Let him speak for himself.
Okay. Lito and I decided to run a charity event. It was a 30-hour-long charity event. We used Child's Play, which was the charity that we chose. It went really well, I think, considering that we blundered through a whole bunch of stuff. But that's why we're here, and we're running more charities in the future, like more charity events. Not charities, charity events. So I'm Joel. The cool guy. Right?
Wow. Hi, I'm Matt. Me and that lovely bastard down the end there did 24, which turned into like a 26-hour charity live stream.
It was 24, just live.
He's very
It was live before that, kind of, sort of, not really. We ran it for a company called Spiral Media, and it was all for Extra Life, and raised a shitload of money for sick kids, which was fucking awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, I've raised a lot of money too. Can I do mine now?
Yeah, of course you can. Talk about all your money you raised.
I'm Loserfruit. I'm a full-time streamer, and I've done a lot of charity streams, like a lot. And they're always for a really long time, and they're always really embarrassing challenges. And I'm excited to talk about it. Right? So yeah, okay.
Hello, I'm Lewis, partner associate for ANZ at Twitch. And yes, previous to joining Twitch, I did a 24-hour live stream, which I'm sure you'll hear many regales of throughout the process of this panel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're here to talk to you about how to do it, and why to do it, and what we did, and how you can do it, hopefully. But we'll just, if you allow us one more quick thing, just for a little bit of background again, why did you do it? What made you decide to do some charity?
Can anyone take this? Can I just jump in?
You can start.
Yeah, you go, bud.
Because, I mean, Extra Life is an amazing cause. I did Extra Life streams like individually, and then I did it with Spiral Media last year. And to raise a bunch of money for like really, like, to do something wonderful for sick kids. So there are kids, really sick kids in hospitals, and they get something, the money goes towards consoles to entertain them and things like that. Like, how could you not do that? Like, what kind of like cold-hearted motherfucker would you have to be to not be able to do something like that? Like, of course.
Every stream you're going to do is going to be a charity one, because then otherwise you'll be a cold-hearted, whatever you
Yeah, no, absolutely. I am most of the time. But no, like, you have to, when you get the chance to do something amazing like that, I feel like you should do it.
It's really hard to one-up
That was
that.
essentially it.
Yeah. I did it to get into the games industry. You see, the thing is that charity is great. And then also, the games industry and being a part of it is great. And so you can kind of combine the two, because you could just ignore the charity side, run an event for yourself and make the money for yourself, but you might as well kind of do both.
Yeah.
And there's always that underlying current where people are looking to get ahead, but you might as well do it and help people.
Yeah, because I know with Joel and I think we actually originally intended it to be not a charity event. It was originally, we had a space and we were going to hire it out to people, and literally nobody would take it because they thought there was a catch.
Yeah.
So everyone assumed, we were like, we'll give you a free space, and everyone thought there was a catch, so we were just like, fuck it, we'll run charity events there, because at least we can do something good with it instead.
Yeah, with ours, like a year ago, we just did a 72-hour marathon just for fun. It was painful, like, you learn to hate
fun.
You just did it
Jeez.
for fun. And like,
all right, sure.
Yeah, eventually you're like, at the end of it, like, yeah, we did it, but we didn't do it for no reason. So the next year, we realised there's a local, I'm from Newcastle, they had Camp Quality Newcastle. They were trying to raise money. They had to reach an X amount of money, and they were a little bit short. So I said, let's do it again, but let's raise more money for it. So we did, we raised $5,600 for Child's Play. For Camp Quality Newcastle. And after 72 hours is a long time, and you're going to deal with a lot of issues if you're doing long stint marathons, which I will cover with a bit later. So, that was pretty much what we did there.
Stop playing boxes. All right, let's get more Energy in
we're
this
playing
room.
boxes 'cause they give
We're going to
us
hit
the
questions
bubbles.
at some stage, but we want to go over the stuff that we've done. So in a sense, it's meant to be a tutorial. So if you have any questions, you can kind of save them to the end. We're going to blunder through the way in which we've all failed and then succeeded multiple times on different events, or the same event, whatever it is.
Nice,
So Lito's got yes. Playing boxes.
Okay, let's just jump into some stuff that might actually help people.
Okay, cool.
We've talked enough about ourselves here. So this is going to be for Pez and Loserfruit. You guys did long-term marathon, long-term individual stints on the marathons.
Yeah.
You guys sat awake for a long period of time doing stuff, and that's kind of what the majority of people who are going to be doing charity streams are going to be doing it in their podcast groups or individual streamers or their friends or small groups of people. So you're going to be in it for the long haul. So you've got to have some kind of way to manage that. How do you guys stay awake and stay focused and stay driving?
You just don't realize it. You just don't
Yeah.
realize you're going, and you just keep going, and you
Right.
don't take breaks. No, you should take breaks.
So
But
some of
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
absolutely.
getting the ball rolling, kind of thing.
I did 21 hours, and I didn't take a break. I don't think I did. But I think I got food at one point, but I don't know. It was a blur. It becomes a serious. It's super worth it. Don't get me wrong, but it was a blur of challenges and ridiculousness. And I was just keep going and don't look at the time. Always hide the time. It's like hiding viewers. Otherwise, it's just going to discourage you. Just gotta hide it. Just keep going.
To do it on your own, that was we had a team of people. We had 5 people. We actually hired a chef because the year before we just kept on getting a Porto. I don't recommend that because I did it in my apartment and we only have 1 bathroom, and that was terrible. So we changed apartments, got 2 bathrooms this year, so it was good. So ours ones were we did it in shifts of 6 hours. So we had we call it a stream master. You have someone sitting there engaging the chat, trying to encourage people to donate, and we had 2 people on the couch, 2 cameras going back and forth. Access, honestly, go for a walk. Don't just sit there. You really need to stretch your legs. Eat properly, because you feel like shit afterwards. Definitely get some sleep. Do it in rosters. To do it on your own, I take my beanie off to you, but there's definitely
Take it off.
and so if you're doing big long stints, definitely get a group of people and have a roster, have a plan, and and to bring people in, we actually made a trailer for it, which was pretty cool, like a movie trailer. So that was kind of a way that they'll bait and switch, and yeah.
Did you eat high sugary food and caffeine?
No, God no. Well, there was one of the guys thought, said, well, look, if you donate X amount more money, we won't drink any more caffeine. I was asleep when I found that out. I woke up and I was like, oh, bloody hell. And then about halfway through there, I went into the bathroom, come back, and one of the guys goes, oh, guess what? So we've got 12 hours left. We said if they get to this amount of money, we don't get to sleep anymore. You're like, fuck. So always don't leave a delirious, tired person at the helm when you try to do something that big. So, yeah.
Although that being said, it can be really hilarious to see people who are delirious streaming at the same time. So
People will donate for that. At the end of the day, once you've done all your professionalism, people will also donate to just make you look like an arse.
That's it.
So
we had a dancing banana at the charity event that we had over there.
Made herself known to everybody that they were the dancing banana now.
And after she'd gone for a while, people started donating to stop her from dancing.
Yeah.
It all worked out perfectly. All right. Next up, this is going to be kind of an awkwardly 3-pronged question. So first, I want to talk about getting exposure for it, getting word out there to get people to watch it and donate in general. People who aren't just your the core audience that you'd be getting in a stream. So first, I'd like to ask Lewis what Twitch is looking for in that kind of thing. If you were looking to get, I don't know, a front page slot or what?
To be totally honest with you, if you are doing a charity stream, it is of decent quality, and we can see that you want to do it for the kids, then more than likely, I'm more than happy just to kind of throw it up there. Just give you, even if it's only for a couple of hours, we actually have a slot for charity, and we love seeing charities making money through Twitch. So if you do have one, hit me up, and more than likely you'll end up on there, as long as it's something decent.
All right. On the second prong of it was just, how'd you guys get it out there individually? What did you do to make sure that it would be a success? In terms of not just starting and running it, not pushing the button, but the prep beforehand in terms of media or anything that you manage to get rolling on that front.
You take every social media account you have access to and then annoy everyone constantly. That's essentially is what happens. Is you tweet about it, you do Facebook posts, you do Instagram posts, you tell other people to do it. You say, look at this cool prize I have to give away. You ask people for cool prizes so that you have cool prizes to give away. Like, that's essentially it. You just don't stop talking about it until like people like it's stuck in their head in the worst possible way. It's like a super annoying commercial that you never like. You always see it on TV and you go, "Fuck, I wish it would stop." But you know what that product is, and you'll see it every time.
Alternatively,
oh my god, the jingles!
No, we did it. Completely different.
We did the opposite end to that. So we didn't tell anyone about it at all, and we told everyone to keep it a secret. And then 1 week beforehand, we were like, "There's this amazing pop-up thing that's going to happen. It's the biggest thing ever. It's going to have all these celebrities on it. It's going to be this thing that goes for 30 hours." Anyone who misses out is an idiot. And then we had all these articles written about it, and all these people showed up and actually planned it really well. So both ways work.
You were like sneaky, yeah.
Yeah, it was super sneaky.
Just
But
on
it
the prices
worked
as well. Prices aren't mandatory, but they help.
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
So yes, people are generous, people are lovely. If they get free shit for it, they're even more generous. So just think about that.
And a lot of people will be, or a lot of companies will be like willing to give you a little something to help out charity, because you go like, I would like to give, something away if you have anything. We're doing a charity stream. We're trying to raise money for whatever the cause may be. And they'll usually go, yeah, okay, yeah, great. Like, don't ask for anything ridiculous, but like, you can usually get some prizes to help people, give them an incentive to be charitable.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Any
Last
thoughts?
prong?
Oh shit! What was the third prong? Hang on. Yeah, it was more the people who you two, Lewis and Maddie, have done things through you did it through a major business, your charity work. Is there anything that they did specifically that you don't see many other people do, or that people at home could quite easily do that only larger institutions seem to do? Or this would also work for Joel too, in terms of like running an event that was kind of like middle.
I think any connections are helpful. Like, to be honest with you, that was always going to be the biggest advantage, because basically it was the company that is the media partner for Twitch in Australia. So we already could talk to the guys from Bethesda, EA, all those guys, and just go, "Hey, got anything?" Whereas
We did it at PAX last year, didn't we?
yeah, we basically walked out and went, "So, got anything?" And then shipped it all back to Sydney. So that's really the only advantage. The rest of it was pretty much go. Like, if you want to do it, do it. There wasn't really anything from a business side that was like, we're investing in this. It was like, okay, if you guys want to do this, cool. But it's going to be a side project for you. Like, as long as it doesn't take time out of your day, and as long as you're all sweet to organise everything, go for it.
The one thing I would say with that, though, is that you have to kind of like start planning it much further in advance than you do. If you're an individual, you can decide, tomorrow that you want to do one of these, and less promotion, sure, but you could start right then and there. With a business, there's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to take office space and and use utilities and spend all this time and talk to all these people on your behalf to run this thing, and they go, and like it takes way more planning and preparation for them to be, for people to be on board, because they want to make sure that you're going to do something, when you represent a company.
One thing that isn't even really taken into consideration sometimes is that if companies are giving you free stuff to give away, they do actually kind of want something in return at times. It's not just, hey, here's some merch, go for it. Like, some people do that if they've got some left over and they're quite happy for you to go and do that. Some people will ask, hey, what do I get for this? Like, because it is taking budget out of their PR that they would use to kind of go back to their bosses.
Or even just, why this charity over another charity?
Exactly, yeah. So, if they come back and have those expectations, it's not because, they're big, mean business. It's like, it's literally, that's what they have to do. That's the process they have to go through before they can give anything away.
All right. I'll tell you what, we'll ask one more question of you, and then we'll field a couple of questions and then get back into talking, just to have a midway break.
Yeah. You want like an intermission?
Yeah,
Have
I
an
want an intermission.
All right, fine, sure.
No one ever does that. I think it's the next level of
We'll find out today, man. We will find out today.
Okay, well, this is a pertinent question to that. Things fuck up. That's kind of like the big maxim of running anything, or any charity event, or any stream, or anything that any human has ever done. Is things go wrong. Things have gone wrong. I know something has gone wrong on every single person on this panel during the thing that they're on here for.
No, perfect.
What went wrong? What did you do to try and stop as many things from going wrong from not going wrong? And what did you do after they went wrong?
So, I mean, a lot of people, like, if you set up your donations through the stream, a lot of people use PayPal. Now, we've asked, we're like, yeah, cool, we'll make a PayPal account, it'd be sweet, put it in there. didn't know that they cap it at $1,000, like when it gets close. So we started raking in a lot of money really quickly after 5 hours, and then all of a sudden, like my phone's buzzing, going off, like because I was too busy focusing on it, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna take all the money and think it's some sort of scam, because when you got a lot of donations coming in from all over the world, because we had up to 50,000 people view it, and they got, you got money coming in from the US or whatever, they're like, okay, what's going on here? Because it's not a legitimate business. So you're trying to raise money, and you got, all that money disappears. Well, that's a big problem. So I had about 2 minutes until it actually hit $1,000, and then I just managed to convince them not to shut us down. So if you're going to make a PayPal account, make sure you let them know what you're doing with it, because that's definitely the heart and soul of what you're trying to do there.
We when we ran ours, it was all the plans were kind of working out, and the venue itself had an issue that we couldn't really plan for, because there was like water damage, and so that was okay because it wasn't our fault. So we had the excuse of we're going to move it by 2 weeks, but there were so many things that went wrong while we were running the event. Right, I can go into all the detail. Amazing.
Make us look too bad.
No. I think
it still went all right.
I think the main thing is that if you just think about every single thing that can go wrong and then just plan for it, and things will still go wrong, but at least you have a backup. So our backup was 2 bottles of vodka. So if the internet cuts out, everyone can just drink vodka until it comes back. So it means everyone, one tequila and 2 vodka. We never pulled the vodka out. Anyway, we did drink tequila. That's also one thing.
Did you have a backup plan?
I had the backup plan. No,
the vodka was the backup in case you broke the tequila.
So that we would all get drunk until the internet. I even contacted the ISP to make sure that they weren't doing maintenance during the time. Just think of everything that can go wrong, and then just assume everything's going to go wrong, and then you'll always be happy with the outcome, because things will go right as opposed to going wrong. That was a very vague way to explain that. A lot of things went wrong, but a lot of things went right.
And then plan. A plan with the worst case scenario in mind is generally just a good idea for anything, especially because it's live. It's not a recorded thing. It's completely and totally live. So if the power cuts out halfway through, you've got to have a contingency that, even if it's someone on a wheel kind of thing.
Lewis, you want to talk about TPG, or am I going to do that?
No. I still have to go on this.
You still have that? Yeah, so essentially, what do you think might be the most essential part of running a stream? It's usually the internet. It's pretty necessary to run any. Well, we literally at the start, as we're about to put it live, we do the speed test. We're like, oh, it's not quite where we need to be. And Lewis was like, oh, I'll change some cables around. And then we had
I just restarted.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. We did something, and then there was we went from some internet to no internet, which is infinitely worse. And Lewis angrily sat on the phone with the ISP for about 2 hours.
Yeah. It didn't even pick up. It just worked.
Yeah, eventually the internet just came back on.
Okay, fine.
But as an alternative, it's we need to find a way to still be able to talk to people. People, as I said before, we pestered them for ages about we're going to run this thing. So that we went on Periscope. We're we can still stream through a phone, and went through shitloads of phone data, but we could still be live, we could still talk to people, we could still get them excited. And then when we came back on, we just, started 24 hours from when we actually could start. So you can find a way around things, but we didn't plan for that. We weren't nearly as planned as you. We didn't plan that at all.
We were pretty planned. I was just super paranoid. You have no idea. For about a week, Lito was just calling me to console me that it was going to happen. And I'm like, no, I'm canceling it. Just something's going to go wrong. Loserfruit.
Does everything just go perfectly for you?
Yes, perfectly. Yes. Anyway, it's normally just turn everything off and on again. That's mostly what fixes things. And then you keep going, and then you don't focus. Don't complain about it, and just keep going. People will really respect you for that, for just trying to entertain even when everything is falling apart.
Yeah. It's charity. There's no. People don't really like it when you get salty over it.
Yeah.
Tends to send the wrong message. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do one more before the midterm question.
Midterm? Are we pregnant? All right.
So sometimes, alarmingly and unexpectedly, something goes right. If you had to say one thing that actually went right, some kind of thing that someone else could do that would just work out, what's the thing that worked the best that someone else could do that got you the most exposure, or the biggest donations, or just the biggest drive? If you had to distill something that someone could say, I can do this, what is it?
We had two. The first one was, again, very lucky to have the connections that we did. And at one point, our biggest streamers came on with James Turner and Zeus. They were playing The Sims, as they normally do. And one of the guys, Global, went, have some time. So we ended up with some global time, which helped immensely, to be honest with you. And then the second was kind of, it was more the interlude. It was kind of 6-7 hours in, people started going a bit insane, and we decided to play Just Dance. And
dancing games are always good.
definitely the dancing games. And myself and Mr. Matthew Waterworth ended up dancing to Frozen.
That did happen.
And
On the front page of the world for Twitch. Yeah, that. And also there's a Tetris dance. Did anyone know that? There's a dance to Tetris, apparently. You have some person that's like, there's 4 people, and they have to hold someone else up, which ended up being me for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, anything.
Just tell you there was a Tetris dance.
Anything physically like something out there and more physically interactive is always really, really good, because like people can go and see people stream a game all the live long day, but if you can do something a little different because it's it's a special event, then it always helps out.
Okay.
Embarrass yourself. Open it up to what they want to see you do. So I kept bragging about how sweet my beard looked, and then one of the guy goes, "Oh yeah, if we get $500, Pez will shave his beard." Once again, I was asleep. Woke up. Hey Pez, come check this out. Woke up, and then all of a sudden I had to live stream shaving my beard. And surprisingly enough, I did another live stream with she's gone. Dancing Banana. What's that? Those are gone. She has another panel. So anyway, so yeah, same thing. I said, "Oh yeah, look, the beard's going good. I'm trying to grow it out for PAX. This is not the beard." I had to shave that again for another $500, and someone said, "Oh, we'll give you $1,000 if you go down the shops and buy a roll of Devon and slap him while he's asleep." So we did that. So it's like they're a bit loose, but it's good to open up, going, "What do you want to see happen?" So embarrass yourself. Be very open to the audience.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We did that. I did that shot, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's just genuinely like it
I
may
forgot
not
about
look
that.
like fun, but you're still having fun being a bit of a dick. So if people can see you're having fun whilst you're raising money for charity, it's going to get them in a better spirit as well.
It's all for a good cause.
I mean, Maddie on GenerOZity.
Oh no, I forgot about that too.
Decided to do his blog because it was you two shut up. So.
I didn't know what the question was. It was just clarifying.
Yeah, great.
All right.
So we were during his blog on GenerOZity decided that what they would do is play Rust and do whatever viewers ended up donating for.
It was if it was like $20 or more, then my girlfriend would apply like a layer of makeup.
Yeah. So
and I think we got to like 1,000. And I had a Harry Potter scar. I had a sweet unibrow. Yeah, I looked so pretty.
Was a live waxing at some point of your arm?
Yeah, I waxed my arm. That's right. I got shot with a Nerf gun a couple times. Yeah. Is it just embarrassing yourself? Is that legitimately the tip? Just do something weird?
Yeah.
Or something unexpected is generally a good idea.
You can enjoy... Oh, wait, no, keep going. I talk of you all the time. People found out I was too excited about high fives. And so people started donating to not let me get high fives. And then people found out that I liked Ultima Online because it was an amazing game. So there became a rule that I had to donate money myself when I said the word Ultima Online, like the name Ultima Online. Then people would donate and get me to say Ultima Online. so I ended up donating like $180 or something ridiculous, which is good because it's for charity. But I mean, just for saying Ultima Online a lot, I think mainly due to you.
Yeah.
So maybe like prey on the happy people. And you just go
prey on the happy people.
I actually, I hunted down the creator of Ultima Online.
Oh God.
To tweet at him and go, "Oh my God, Ultima Online guy tweeted at me," and that was like a good $100 right there. So
yeah.
You know what? It's just about at the halfway mark. Does anyone have a question for the panel before we dive into part 2? Hey, there's one.
You could just yell. We'll hear you.
Oh, it's up to you.
Hey, this guy's
walking
yes.
towards you right now.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yes, champion.
It's not a real panel without
Yes.
a mic, you know.
This is why enforcers are the best people.
They are.
Hi, I had a question about running regular charity streams as opposed to a special event. If you say dedicate one day a week to streaming for charity, do you have to contact that charity ahead of time? Is it something that they wouldn't necessarily want you representing their fundraising events?
I'll cover this one.
Like that?
So with the camp quality one we did, and also did one with it's a company called Deborah. You can do it, but it's also good because if you start tweeting them out going, hey, I'm going to do this, they just want to make sure you're going to do it. So just go, hey, this is what we're going to do, because there's some crappy people out in the world that go, yeah, we're going to raise money for this charity, and don't actually let them know. So it's a good backup plan. So I highly recommend you do it. So some charities say, yeah, it's cool to help out, but definitely let them know you're doing it. And any charity is happy for you to do it. They never say no.
They're more happy to put you on their calendar than they as long as they're getting money and you're not,
doing anything terrible to get the money. Yeah, don't do that.
Thank you.
I think you asked second. Yeah. Okay.
How do you let people know? So if you wanted to do a charity stream, but you don't have much of a social media presence, how would you get the word out that you are doing one and that you are trying to raise money for a good charity?
Make friends with people who do.
Yeah, that is.
There's only someone saying something to 200 people is not going to be, sadly, as big as someone saying something to 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Contact, if you're playing a specific game, contact the makers of the game. If you're playing with a specific genre, talk to anyone on the genre. Talk to streamers, talk to anyone who will listen.
Charity can help out as well. If you're getting contact with the charity, they'll be like, oh, we want to promote this.
Tell your friends. Shout really loudly.
Spam Lewis over there.
Yeah, make Lewis bother you about it. Yeah, put it on Reddit. Make a flyer. just anything you can think to do. As many possible means of getting.
Buy a watermelon and tell people that if you raise $1,000, you'll break it with your head. Yeah, that's how the guy got the zombie walk, the first Sydney zombie walk. It was like, if 1,000 people attend, I'll break this watermelon with my head. I clicked attend.
They wanted to go to a zombie.
Yeah, but it's kind of both sides, right?
Okay. How about we do one more question, and then we'll get back into questions.
We'll get one more question. We'll get back into questions. Sure.
Is it better to do a stream of you playing a game that you love, so that people can actually watch you being happy, or is it better to do a stream of a game that you hate, so people can just laugh at your misery?
The first one and then the second one.
Yeah.
Start happy, so you can devolve into unhappy, and then people will enjoy that.
I think it works both ways.
People
You can entice them in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also is it I'm happy playing it, and oh, how's it going? Or is it genuine salt? Because people love salt.
Yeah.
So if you're just sitting there
Yeah, you don't want
going,
to huff and puff.
okay.
Or if
But
it's
you're
horror.
there, but you know it's going to make you angry and it's going to make it funny, basically, then go for it.
If it's horror, especially. Like, if you're going to do a 24-hour one, because you can get those wee hours in the morning, which is always the best time to play anything horror, that's the way to do it.
Outlast is a very good charity game. That's got a good following, and I can first-handly say it. If you're going to do, like you said, if you're happy doing it, do it. I mean, it's always good to have a game, but just don't get salty about it if you're going to play a game you don't like.
Yeah. Well, get salty about it.
Get salty about it, just don't go.
No.
But really.
Yeah.
Put on a show.
Put on a show.
If you're going to get frustrated, don't get frustrated and just that's it.
You play Dark Souls, you know about getting frustrated, right? Yeah.
It's all about and at the end of the show, at the end of the day, the stream is a show. You are putting on a show, and people are donating for the entertainment of it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they could just donate to charity themselves, right? People want an incentive to do good, and they want you to put forward the idea that they should be good, and they want. It's a reward, and it's in some ways it feels like you could just do it. You could just donate yourself. But if you put on a show, people are going to donate, even if it's 20% more than they usually would, or they're going to donate more frequently, or they're just the idea of donation goes into their heads, and you can't do that with a boring show.
Yeah.
Then you make charity boring.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's people turn off and walk past charity stuff all the time. At the end of the day, if you make charity fun and exciting and something that someone they like seeing is doing, then they're going to associate charity with good things, and they're going to give to charity.
And also, just to go back to that question about the charity event, like when you contact them, you're going to do a weekly one. I just remember this. So Child's Play, which is the one that like PAX own, they have a direct deposit widget where you can kind of you go to their website and you donate the money to them, so it doesn't go through your PayPal. You don't have to touch it with your own bank account. and then they're just really happy to run stuff. So you can just contact them, and it's like a URL, and that's it.
Extra Life does the exact same thing. You just go straight to them. Yep.
Yeah.
They don't try to cap you off at $1,000.
Yeah, because that's what makes it hard. That's a complication you don't want. Yeah.
But on the other hand, I know that some of the widgets don't allow credit card donations. Oh no, they don't allow PayPal donations to the one that we use for GenerOZity, which meant that we couldn't do PayPal transactions to it, which is one of the things that went wrong, right? A lot of money, people have money,
nothing went
especially on
wrong.
the internet.
Nothing went
wrong. But if something would have went wrong, it would have went wrong exactly like this.
Yeah. Also, to avoid things going wrong, find someone like the guy over there wearing a beanie, who's an amazing stream coordinator. If you get a guy who is so calm, no matter what happens, then you don't have to be calm, and you can get really stressed, but then they look after it. So that's also important. That'd be my advice. Find someone else to look after you when you can't handle it, right?
All spreadsheets all day.
Yeah.
Have a backup.
Yeah.
And if that backup needs to be a person, have a backup.
Like Leader was my backup, but then Michael was the backup to Leader. It was like triple protection.
Well, that's our slogan was triple backup.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a slogan at all? Anyone else?
No.
For the kids.
Yeah.
For the kids.
For the kids. So everything is done for the kids.
That's what that meant. Yep.
Well, I mean, but the show must go on because it's for the kids.
Of course.
That kind of stuff, right? It's not.
Can't rage quit a charity stream, Jesus.
Exactly.
Well, children can be pretty annoying.
No! Jeez, man.
How did questions go?
Well, we were talking before about like incorporating things that weren't gaming into the stream, right? Things like getting tape on your arms ripped off, or whatever. So, Loserfruit, you do a lot of charity cooking stuff, right?
Yes.
So that's not nearly as that's not like playing a game and then there's a thing to it. It's divorced enough from gaming. Is there a particular reason you do that?
Because people will donate more. I did a thing with every $50, if you donate like $50 or more, I would just draw something for you. And I suck at drawing. I really do. Like, seriously, what is going on? But people were really excited about that. It's the tiniest thing. As long as you're like willing to do that, take a break from gaming and just do something, they will love it. Really.
Will you draw something now? Just to give an indication of that.
Sure.
How did you not see that one coming?
It's about the interaction, really. It's the most important part, I think. The craziest thing that I've done for a charity stream was shaving rent. Wrecked. It was, it looked like rent, but it was shaving wrecked into my roommate's head. Yeah, like all around. Yeah, wrecked. That was the craziest thing, and people were donating. It was like a goal to get to like 5,000, and that would happen. And we hit that goal pretty fast.
Cool. Well, you were saying, that reminded me of another thing, with like breaks and doing different things, how important is the specific game? And is there a genre of game that you guys would recommend other than just like things that would make good for good? Is in the same way that YouTube has YouTube fodder, there are specific games that are made so that YouTubers pick them up, right? Made to appeal to PewDiePie kind of thing. Are there certain things that just work best for charity, or are there certain things that just like drive interaction more? And how would you look for one of those games if you were trying to find like the perfect thing to get people to do it?
I think that's a game's work. Absolute treat. Like, people love seeing people look like morons. And that's the
SingStar as well, always good.
Even like Jackbox too, like you.
Oh yeah.
Jackbox is really good.
Nidhogg competitions.
Yeah, Nidhogg.
Right?
Nidhogg is actually a gold mine. If you don't know what Nidhogg is, definitely check it out.
Yeah. It's crazy 1v1.
Cards Against Humanity as well.
It also completely depends on your audience as well. Like if you've got a very calm audience that you usually, I don't know, play Civ 6 with, that really enjoy you playing Civ 6, and you're like, I want to do a charity stream. Now I'm going to dance. Because we're going to go, oh, that's okay, fine. We'll see what it's like, and it could be terrible. So have a look at what you're actually trying to promote as well. Look at what you're trying to perceive and what you're trying to showcase to get people hyped and get people donating.
Right. All right. How about for an individual or for a small group? how much is too big before things start getting a bit wonky? How much is the right amount of like size for the stream? How much like preparation?
Or like time?
Like, yeah, time, not just time, but like scale, how much tech setup, like how much extra stuff that could go wrong. What's the maximum amount of stuff that you should put up on a load before it starts breaking?
It completely depends on the sort of person you are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're
Let's say for a regular person who has a PC and they use it to stream, just a general PC.
Look, apparently
setup.
Loserfruit go 21 hours and be totally fine. I can't do that. I'd die. Like I'd be unconscious. So I'm not sure. Like as far as like preparation and setting up and things like that. I mean, like we did it on like a week essentially.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, we were underprepared because we had and almost every publisher turned around and went, "Hey, if you'd given us more time, we could have got something awesome for you." It was the time where Pip-Boy would just been announced, and we could have given you one, but we can't because you've only given us a week. Especially if you're getting a fair few prizes as well. Like Excel is your friend, man. It really, really is. Like I know that is the most boring thing to come and say at a panel, but make sure you get every single person down every single time somebody wins something, and it will also explain how they win things. So we did a random number generator, but that was actually quite complicated in the end.
Yeah, it was.
So prepare how you're going to give things away, how you are going to record who won what, where their details are, what their address is, like all of these different things that you don't even really think of whilst you're actually doing a 24-hour stream or a much longer stream. And just make sure, be prepared that at times you're going to have to do some admin work. And we were very, very lucky I'm going to put up Kira here, who spent 12 hours straight in Excel making sure that every single person that won something got put on that list, so we did not miss anyone out. And it's boring, but it has to be done. And I would say you're going to want at least a month to make sure you've got all your ducks in a row.
Just the more time the merrier, realistically. Like the more time you can prepare, the more you have fail safes for everything. Yeah, just get it all going.
Yeah,
Really?
or just get paranoid
Isn't
and
that,
then.
overthinking it a little bit? I'm sorry. I'm just like,
No.
this week, let's do it.
Well, that's the thing. They're different scaled streams.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of luxury in being able to do long haul streams and having a self-contained setup. So it starts to get more awkward the more moving parts you have. So we had to get 30 people into a room, and I don't know if you've ever worked like streamers, but it's like herding cats. They don't leave the house. They don't want to go anywhere else. Yeah. And quite often they'd just rather be streaming themselves.
Actually, on the second day when Pez showed up, I don't have any recollection of. So we had the first day, and then we made the mistake of going out drinking because we had a special guest. So we had Yug, who is the content manager. Wait, what is he? Community manager?
Content director.
Content director. And he showed up, and we didn't know he was going to. And then his rule was only if you bring a bottle of tequila, and that's what started the drinking.
Plan.
That was the backup plan. And then, so then in the morning when Pez showed up, I don't remember.
No, I got there. I walked in and used
you
it.
came out drinking,
I walked in. Hey, tequila. Took shots. Did the stream. Let's do karaoke. I got there. I went to back hotel. Come back. Joel's face down on the ground, passed out.
I was just I was waiting at the door because I wanted to open the door for each person to come in, and then I blanked out for a couple of hours. Yeah. There's a point to this story. I can't remember.
I don't know where we're at. What we did, we actually did a 24-hour stream a month before ours, just to test our setup. So we went through 72. We went through 60 games. So we had we had the tower that was running it. We had another PC to play games on that. We had 3 Xboxes. We got everyone we knew with every game we could get, and just to test them. So that we did. It was in that 24 hours we did 32 games, and just to kind of test the waters. A lot went wrong in that 24 hours, but it made the next 72-hour stream, the next month, a lot easier. So
I wish I did that. Yeah, that would have been so nice.
And like you said, with when you do prizes, pen and paper, get their details straight away, because you want to make sure you got everything right. So, and what I thought we did was really cool. When we got around to about 7 o'clock in the morning, when the Australian time, where every kid was getting up and whatever, we did a breakfast show. So we set up a little breakfast show, and then we did a little anyone that donated, they put their name into a hat and drawed it out. It's oh, you want to raise a keyboard, because we went to PR companies, approached and go, this is what we got on. They go, here you go, and they threw exactly 100 games at us. We had PS4, Xbox One games. Couldn't keep them ourselves, so we just gave them away. So, but definitely keep it down, because if someone wins something, they definitely want it. So, they don't forget.
That's
And-
also
Yeah.
a consideration for donation incentives is getting it there.
Yes.
Especially if it's an international audience, because then you have to pay international shipping, and that's coming out of your money.
I shipped so many heavy things overseas.
It's
was
really
the worst.
tempting to spend a lot of your money on donations, on like self-donations. I donated a shit ton to GenerOZity because I did at the start when I wasn't sure if anyone else would. Right?
Don't throw all your money into it because people will donate.
Well, throw some of it in. Leave enough that you can pay for international shipping if you promised anything to someone. Because otherwise it's a real awkward conversation.
I think we shipped like 9 things overseas that cost like $500. The bigger they are, collector's editions of games are really, really heavy, as it turns out. And the packaging is annoying.
We had a swear jar. We didn't tell anyone about it. We had a swear jar. Anytime someone swear, because we thought it's for the kids are going to watch it, don't want to swear, they had to put $1 into the swear jar. We had $900 in just from everybody. And that covered the shipping, and what was left over, we put it back into the charity stream, and we rounded it up. So that's an idea. we got like a big tin.
Sure. Good.
So we're coming into the final 15 minutes. Almost precisely.
Can I talk about one more semantic? I'm sorry to be the boring person. But check out the laws of giveaways per state.
Oh, yeah.
That is something that every state is different, and some things you have to declare if it's a $500 prize or more. Some things you have to have a game of skill. Just check it out.
That's the New South Wales one, isn't it? It's like it has to be a game of skill.
It has to be a game of skill if the prize is over $500.
If you've ever wondered with New South Wales where they go like, in 25 words or less, please explain, it's because they have to. It's like they're legally obligated to make it a competition.
Also, Twitch, if you're a partner streamer, you can't do a giveaway, even if it's, I think, for charity. Feel free to correct me on that, but you can't do a partner giveaway. You can't do a giveaway to just your subs. A giveaway has to be part of everyone.
I just don't know. I need to
Everyone needs to do a bit more research.
You can get away with it for now.
Okay, so just before we go into question time part 2.
The re-questioning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Question harder. Stuff like the widget and not accepting PayPal donations, stuff like the internet potentially going up. Is there anything else that someone needs to know and prepare for in a specific manner? Like anything else that you can think of that you're glad you did or upset you didn't?
Practice. That's just practice, Don't just wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to do a charity stream. It's not going to go well. So, unless you're Loserfruit, sorry.
Except when it
Brush
does.
his shoulders.
Except when it does,
I just say check all your technology.
Yeah.
Like there's, especially with streaming, there's so many different points of failure with technology. Like something will inevitably probably go wrong. Like just check everything. Oh, the mic works. Oh, the mic levels. All the volume levels are good. Oh, these games will work. Oh, everything's downloaded and installed. Oh, we've done all the patches and updates that need to happen. Like there's gonna be one little piece that'll go wrong, and it'll just give you a headache you don't need.
Just surprise update. Make sure everything's updated.
Turn off Windows updates.
Don't have Windows update. Just check it all.
Don't do it on a Mac.
Don't upgrade to the new one.
As much as you can think of, essentially. Just try as many things and check as much as you can.
Things will go wrong. Don't let them.
I think if you just do a practice run, and then you know what goes wrong. Like when we did a practice run the day before, I didn't kind of piece together that outside of the working hours, the bathrooms were like restricted. So like when the event went on for 30 hours, I had to get these little swipe cards to allow people up a lift to get to a toilet. And the security guard guy, his son was sick. So he told me the cards were active and they weren't active. So no one could go to the bathrooms. But the point is everyone could at the end because I called them back and I chased them up because of it all not working on the day before.
That's not really going to be effective advice.
Right?
In that
the
house.
point is, be super paranoid and
Maybe
try
they need a
everything
swipe
out.
card to get in their bathroom. You don't know,
And
dude.
just try it all out.
Tell them how their house works.
Swipe card.
Yeah.
Don't have an electronic lock on your bathroom.
That's also a good piece of advice.
All right. Questions. Part 2.
All questions, go.
Every question.
Yeah, every
Oh,
question.
hang on. Right, I want to do this. Wait.
That guy's back.
Far
He's
back?
been smiling a lot, so it's going to be a good question.
He's going to have a real hard-hitting one.
Yeah.
Hello.
First, just thank you so much for coming down and sharing your wisdom. It's going to help a lot of us avoid pitfalls and make a better stream, so that's amazing. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
I'm delving into my first Gaming for Charity live stream event in a month, and I've teamed up with a couple of groups in New Zealand to try and help me avoid pitfalls like this and just going through with advice and things using them as mentors. But one that's often very hard to gauge is interacting with people on the stream. and I was wondering what kind of tools do you use from polls and sort of and Twitch chat, all of that kind of stuff. What tools do you guys use to interact with your viewers and engage them?
You're the pro.
Good
question. Yeah, you're the pro on this one.
Yeah, because you solo your
I
streams.
can say
Like,
one thing, which was we pushed a lot of our interaction because one thing on, like, say, a variety show thing, or when you're doing it with groups of people, breaking up too much with chat can sometimes disrupt the show. It's good to talk to chat. Talk to chat as much as you want. Otherwise, you may as well not be doing a stream. You may as well be doing it just something else. Because live is kind of the point of streaming, right? What was I going to say? I'm not good live,
I think I
apparently.
know what he was going to say. So we had someone who actually watched the chat and watched Twitter and was watching everything, and
That
then that
wasn't what I was
person
gonna say. What I was gonna
would have a
say-
little
Wait,
sign.
no,
no.
no,
All right,
stop.
that
He's
was it.
talking now.
That
You
was
get
the
to talk
thing.
later. Don't all talk at once. Joel, finish your point.
Oh yeah. So we had a guy, which was over there, or whoever it was behind the desk, would actually pay attention to chat, and then they would either like flag that something cool was like had been said or a good donation had been put forward. So in that way you can still interact with chat, but it doesn't directly interrupt. So you're not constantly going, oh, this guy said this and this guy said this.
I was going to say
Yeah.
that completely different.
Oh well,
Right.
whatever.
Now
I
say
was
your
just gonna
piece.
say a good
Fire
thing for
that
that
guy,
is push some of your interaction to your social media.
Yeah.
Because social media pushes the drive to get people to get in and do it. So we did a lot of stuff through a hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Made sure to publicize that hashtag on
Yeah.
the show. Because ultimately, it's getting more people in and getting more donations and running the show. And if you can
Yeah.
kind of do your interaction with your publicization, then it feeds into itself. People want to be a part of something.
I'm with all these guys. Like, you interact as much as you can, and you use as many tools as you can. So if you're going to run polls, it'll be like, you run it in an intermission. So you go, oh, what do we play next? Or, oh, we're going to go through this hashtag. Or, oh, you have the widget up on screen. So how much, you're moving towards a goal of getting slapped in the head with a fish. I don't know, right? But you use as much as you can, because
I think as well, the drawing, I know you're saying that the drawings weren't particularly good, but the whole idea behind that, the whole concept of Twitch is that it's one-on-one interaction, yeah?
This is my one.
So if you're getting a personalised drawing, you're getting something then and there that you cannot get anywhere else ever. Like, it's about that immediacy, it's about that... thank you. See? Just here.
$50.
Shoot. But yeah, it's about creating an immediacy with these guys. It's like, what can you get on this live stream that you're never going to be able to get anywhere else? And those little drawings are really personal. And even though there's a lot of people there, you are feeling a personal connection to a person helping for charity.
And you just specifically want to know what programs we use too, like what actual... Yeah, so like I know, like I don't know the name, but you had that poll where you'd like you click on a link in the chat and it'll take you to a poll.
Straw poll.
Straw poll, that's the word.
Straw poll.
Straw poll. Yeah.
And that's free and easy to use, so.
Yep.
Yeah. And GleMeo, even though it's like got
yeah,
a little
GleMeo,
bit locked down.
GleMeo's
He's putting his
a bit
hand
worse.
up and you keep...
Oh yeah.
All right, we gotta go.
that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, go on. Yeah, go on, please.
this guy. He's got good hand movement.
Wimbledon was something like that.
So, somebody mentioned that you operate your streams in an office building or something like that. Have any of you had to deal with the shitty Australian internet, and how have you gotten past that? I'm located in
Get MBN.
so I'm in Crete. We get like
How bad?
not one up.
It's possible. It's harder, but it's like totally doable. You'll be more restricted with what you can play because you can't play anything with a lot of movement. Like, you can't play like any first-person shooters really on that, but like...
Consider doing a Hearthstone charity.
Yeah, Hearthstone,
Yeah.
Hearthstone stuff, pixel art, like anything that isn't like super, you can still do it. Like, the quality will be a little less, but you can still make it look good, and it can still definitely run. You're just slightly more restricted because,
Strongly
yeah.
advise finding a friend with internet though, because
just
a lot of it, like you'll lose a significant percentage of your audience who could click somewhere else. Although, if you're not partnered, I would also say not necessarily making your bitrate HD if you can.
Yeah.
Because you live in Australia, and if you're looking to get an Australian audience, not everyone has the internet to watch an HD stream.
Yeah.
So if people want to watch a show to donate, and they want an incentive to donate, they're not going to do it for a slideshow, right? Because they can't physically watch it. So something like a 2K bitrate might not be the best to look at, but it's perfectly viewable, and much more viewable than 3.5.
I will actually throw something out to you guys here, that if you are doing a charity stream and it is a big one event and you've shown that you've taken a lot of care and a lot of time to put this together, we can do, it's not partnering, but we can do transcodes for that period of time.
Oh yeah, we got that for GenerOZity.
Yeah, so we got that too, yeah.
All right, next. Yes.
You doing that?
Yeah, I do it.
It's like, I feel like
you're not really a streamer, you just stream once or twice to like 2 or 3 people. Is it still worth it trying to do a charity stream? Because if you approach like someone asking for maybe some t-shirts to give away and they ask like, oh, what's your Twitch? And you say, oh, it's had like 50 viewers in its lifetime, and they say no.
It's an interesting one. It really depends on how good a proposal you can put together for someone. So, I mean, if you've got someone like, and this is a very extreme example, like Hamish and Andy, who have never been on Twitch, people are going to donate if they turn around and say, we're going to do a Twitch charity stream, because they have an audience in other places that people know of. If you're coming from an anonymous point of view, then it's really about you have to impress them in another form. And the best way to impress them is show how committed you are, show how much preparation you've done, like get some mock-ups going, get a deck together and say, these are the prizes, these are the people that I want to talk to, this is the schedule, get everything together and then show them, because they're going to be impressed by that. And at that point in time, it's like, yeah, I'm much more likely to give it to you, rather than someone coming along saying, can I have a t-shirt? And like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
do it, sorry. So.
I've literally streamed once by myself. It was for 4 hours as a pirate, and I got really drunk. And like then so
do all your
outside of
stories
that,
start like this?
No, it's just circumstantial. But I partnered up with Lido because I had the venue and I was the IT guy at the venue, so I had everything from that side. And then Lido can do really good copywriting, and he was a streamer, so we kind of pulled together because I didn't have that back end. He did, and then we ended up doing a variety stream because we thought more people that come along, the bigger it can get. And then we met all these cool people, except for Loserfruit. But now she's cool because she's here now. So yeah.
There was a guy in the back who put up his hand real quick, a bit further up.
That's the gentleman at the
Which
back
one at the back?
Yeah.
Right, way at the back. That guy.
Yeah. PewDiePie.
Now everyone's gonna look awesome.
Alright. So my question is, so by some grace of God, a channel like mine, say like 150 followers, and that gets a great deal with a company that's willing to give you some products to give away. How do you get around through regional coding and like power outlets and that saying, hey, we get you an Xbox to give away, but it's an Australian Xbox, power outlets are different.
Okay.
There's game regional codings and everything like that.
I mean, just be honest, man.
Yeah.
Like, just from the start, just like say, hey, it's an Australian Xbox. Unfortunately, only Australians can win this. Or like, if it's regional locked, like there's nothing you can do about that. So the only thing you can do is just put it out on the table as soon as you start and say, we'd love to be able to give it worldwide. Unfortunately, it's only for Australians.
If you really want to, but like, be aware that shipping an Xbox is probably going to cost you the price of the Xbox again to ship it. Like, it's not easy. It's doable. No, sure.
Games on that is definitely like regional codes. Like, I know I've had like an American game shipped to Australia, but TLC just doesn't work with that.
Of course. Now you.
Yeah, it's just being like just let them know what situation you're in and how far you're willing to go. Like, are you willing to get a power adapter for them? That's up to you at the end of the day. Then.
All right, we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So does anyone have a real quick question?
Not this guy at the front. No, he can ask.
What about that guy over there?
Not me.
Yeah.
Then him. Then Miggy. Then Miggy.
Oh, it's PewDiePie.
Give him his question.
Aside from the software that we use to stream and just run the actual content, is there anything you guys would know of that would help specifically for charity streaming software? Like you mentioned the widget before that you were using. Is there anything else you can think of that would help?
The one I was using for the stream that we did is there's a website called StreamProDeo, and you can go there already just to get like layouts regardless, but they have widgets and things for Extra Life like built in. Like it's just like Extra Life donation, here's your goal, here's your widget, here's your alert. It's already built right into the site, so you can have it there instantly on screen, and it'll put together a nice layout that you can use if you're going to be using that charity. But that's the one that immediately comes to mind as far as charity work.
Anyone else got one?
I use the thing like Tiltify is what I use. I don't know, because I used to, and the biggest mistake I did was to take it through my normal donations, to take donations, so I did that, and then that was terrible. That was there. But yeah, so then I found a site called Tiltify, and it just like it gets them going for you. Pretty much. That's my tip.
Any other rapid questions?
Right, this gentleman right there.
What about the Mickey? You were saying you've had issues with working out giveaways before. What was the best way that you found? Like you said, RNG was a terrible way to decide.
RNG is not a terrible way to decide as long as you don't just have a huge list of people and have to scroll through that huge list of people. So there's going to be tools that are available that, to be honest with you, I don't think we found at that point in time. It also does help having... What was that? It does help having people that will help you with Excel and things like that, and having people on the side. But if it's just you by yourself, then you've got to find tools to make it as easy as possible that you can get their name down, get it into the system as quickly as possible.
You should try GleMio. Like, I'm not affiliated in any way, but it's just because it's like everything that's inbuilt is like follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, do this, and it gives you entries, and then it generates that for you. So you can choose, there are going to be 5 winners, and then it shows the 5 winners, and it's a little widget you can just embed in like WordPress or whatever. Yeah.
And if you're ever stuck for ideas on a charity, steal from it. Steal from another charity the ideas. So a lot of the stuff we did from GenerOZity, we just pretty much took a lot of that from the AGDQ model, right? Stuff like donation incentives, they do. You donate $20 or more, you go into this draw, right? Then it's RNG, but controlled RNG, right? So, yeah. Anyone got a 7-second question? No, they don't. It's time to end.
No, this guy.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Well, that guy, then this guy. Yeah.
2.
I know. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. All right.
I know this is mostly about charity events, but do you have any tips for people where any money that comes in never goes to charity?
Right, one more time.
Sorry, one more time.
I know that this is mostly about charity events, but I was wondering if you have any tips for people where any money that ever comes in during any stream goes to charity.
I'd say it's extremely important to have it go directly to the charity rather than into your PayPal, then to charity kind of thing. Like, that would be the best time to use one of the widgets that goes straight to it, right? Because it needs to be extremely transparent if that's the case, and there could be no, like, the first thing that people are going to think of is, does he really? Is kind of not a nice thing to think of. But if someone puts all of their money to charity, you want to make sure that it's going directly to the charity. Would be, I think, the first consideration.
And doing your tax return is way more complicated because it's true. Like, right. This gentleman, I don't know.
Ask it.
How did you manage your expectations for success for your respective charity streams?
Damn, it's a good question.
I didn't at all.
We're already we can't answer that.
We had a goal. We wanted to get to the goal of $8,000, and I never expected to hit it, and I did, and then I bawled like a baby on stream, and it was very funny. But yeah, like you set yourself, you figure out a reasonable goal for yourself. Like almost if you're going something like an Extra Life or a Child's Play or things like that, they'll give you a goal built in, and people like seeing you go towards something. That's why, particularly for that event, the last hour was anarchy, because we were like $1,500 off with an hour to go, and like huge sums of money just kept getting thrown.
We also didn't realise people were donating in USD, so that changed things a little.
Yeah, so the $8,000 turned into 12, and I was like, oh, but yeah.
My dad said he'd donate $50 and that was enough.
Yeah. His dad is called the King. He works in IT.
My dad's cooler than me. He should be running the charity.
Yeah.
What a great way to end it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully you guys do good down under further from here.
Wow. That's no more after that.
You waited the whole time. All right.